Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm standing here in front of the Southgate Trailhead. Sometimes it's also known as the Land O'Lakes Trailhead into Sylvania. And today we're going to be hiking to Deer Island Lake, which is about 3 miles from the trailhead here. And probably going to take some off-trail adventures as well. As you can see, I got my orange on and I've got some on my pack too. We are in bow season for deer, so there is the potential chance that we'll see hunters out there. So no reason to blend in and potentially look like we're a deer. So keep the orange on, and we'll get ready to go here and get down the trail. It's a little cleaning station to make sure you clean your boots before you're going in or out of the wilderness, to stop things like garlic mustard, which is an invasive plant. So let's take care of that. So I haven't even made it a half a mile in, and I've already had to drop a layer. So I guess we're getting a good workout. So I really wanted to get the canoe out for at least one last trip on the water, but you know, it was in the 30s this morning, and I think it's supposed to get up to around 50, which would have been nice, but the big problem is it's windy today. So I decided not to do that. I don't really have a dry suit or anything like that, so you know, the whole idea of where to swamp or to fall in, it could be a little disastrous. So instead I decided to come out here and do this hike into Deer Island Lake. There's a couple of things off trail I want to check out today, so we'll do that. And you know, in the past I used to get in here a couple times a year, and this is the first time this year that I've been in here. I think well, I take that back. I was here in early spring, came snowshoeing in here before the snow was gone. But yeah, I like this trail. It's easy, it's flat, and for the most part it's not too busy, especially this time of year. I'll probably be lucky if I see anybody today, so good. So I'm not going to share where the location of stuff is. Some of you might consider it junk. It looks like you know, there was a vehicle here of some sort, and there's a whole bunch of cans, so maybe it was a dumping site back in the day. Sylvania has a somewhat recent human history before the land became federal land, and this stuff's protected. You know, it's one of those things. Yeah, you can go and look at it. Try not to touch it, try not to disturb it. Don't share where the stuff is. You know, it's a historic and archaeological resource for everyone. And when people come in here to these sites and then decide, oh, I want to take one of these pieces home to remember this, you know, first of all, that's illegal. This stuff is protected by law, but tells a story about the people that were here before us, and needs to be left. You know, same with those that think, oh, well, you know, we're in a wilderness area, leave no trace, you should clean it up. Well, no, it's again, tells a story about the people that were here before us. So yeah, if you come across stuff like this, definitely don't pick it up, don't touch it. You can check it out, but you know, leave it the way you found it. I was going to try to make it out here. This is Honey Lake, but It's just a little too squishy to make it out there. Hopefully you can maybe see it. But I'm already standing on the bog mat here, and but man, there are some of these huge white pines. So I'm just doing a little off-trail exploring here, and I'm down in this like swampy, boggy area. Although places the water looks pretty clear, so I'm pretty sure there's probably a spring here. But it's kind of a mix. It's a cedar swamp, white pine up out of the bottom, and then looks like there is some spruce and fir, but there's a bunch of tamarack down here as well. So I had to stop and take a break, get some water, drop a layer. It's got to be mid to upper 40s at this point. Oh God, it's good to be out here in the fall. Fall is my favorite time of year. You know, part of me wishes that we still had the leaves and some cover and some color, you know, because that's really my favorite time to get out here on this trail. It goes through a lot of hardwoods. There's usually quite the show of colors out here, but it's nice day. We're getting more into that hardwood component here. It's nice and open. This is a spot I've never been to before. I'm literally, I don't know, 150 yards off the main trail. And I never even knew this was here. I caught it through the trees as I was walking. This little water area right here doesn't have a name, but it's kind of part of the Marsh Lake kind of complex of lakes over on this what is the southeast side of Sylvania. And yeah, I've never seen this before. It's pretty cool looking. And now that I'm looking at this, I kind of want to go out on that point over there. You know, I always thought it'd be nice if there was some, just like one or two campsites that were off the main lakes, that were like backpack areas only sites. And to tell you the truth, you know, it might be a little buggy in here in the summer, but this would be a really cool place to have a campsite. But I can see Marsh Lake. Okay, I don't know how well it's showing up in the camera, but we're in this little boggy back corner, and out there is Marsh Lake, out through that opening. So it took a little bit for me to find a halfway decent place where I could even show you the Marsh Lake, but here it is. I think it's time to get back on the trail so we can make it out to Deer Island Lake. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I don't know how well you can see it, but that's Deer Island Lake out ahead of me here, and I'm kind of at a split in the trail. There's this one going that way, and this one going this way. The trail this direction heads kind of north and goes along Deer Island Lake, and then this trail goes down to a portage between Cub Lake and Deer Island Lake. And I think what we're going to do is head down this way and check out both ends of the portage. And you know, some of these trails are old roads, and what I'm walking on right now is, you know, you can see it's pretty wide, pretty obvious. So I just got to the end of the trail, and I'm here at Cub Lake. And if you've seen my Clark Lake Loop video, then you'll probably recognize this spot. I came through Cub Lake on that loop. This is where I got out of the boat, and it was pretty deep where I got out of the boat. But I'm gonna go over, take the portage over to the other side and take a look at Deer Island Lake. And I'm not necessarily gonna film this portage trail because, like I said, you can go to the Clark Lake loop video and see it there. Coming up to where you put your boat in at, which is right here. This little bay, that's Deer Island Lake that you're seeing out over there. And now I'm going to go out to the tip of this peninsula over here and take a break and eat some snacks or lunch, and before we head back. I've never actually walked out to this point where I'm at now. I'm not sure I will do much filming on the way out. You know, you got to see a lot of the trail on the way in. You can hike that trail, that 3 miles in an hour, no problem. It's pretty flat, open, easy. And so I've already been out here maybe 3.5 hours. So as you can probably see above me, I've hit the power lines right away, so I'm right basically walking the edge of the wilderness now, but coming up on the sign and back to the parking lot. Only took me about an hour, just slightly over, to get from the lake back to this point. I ended up not filming it all because I was just kind of trucking on through, trying to get there. And hold on, I gotta brush my foot off here at the invasive station, but that's good. So yep, I'm through the gate and just about to walk out to the parking lot. I did run into a couple walking the trail the other direction. It kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting to see anybody else out there after not seeing anybody all day, but hey, that's all right. But it was nice not to, basically to be alone all day and bring you along for the hike. So here we are back at the trailhead. So thanks for watching another Hemlocks and Loon adventure. We'll see you on the next one.